I'm Kathy Carrier, and I'm a featured artist here in this exhibit called Filling in the Boxes. And when Michelle approached me about doing a piece for this exhibit, I had no idea what I was going to do with cigar boxes. But then I had an idea. And my idea was to broaden it out and make them into dioramas that represented Tampa Bay. And my husband and I have a boat. We have an old boat that we have in a marina on the Alafaya River. And as we've explored the Hillsborough Bay and the Hillsborough River and the Alafaya River and the Palm River on our boat, what has stuck out to me is how these waters that we're all a part of here in Tampa are shared waters. And so the title of my piece is Shared Waters, the Timeless Rivers of Tampa Bay. Because for a lot of these rivers, especially the Alafaya, the farther up the river you go, the more primitive it gets, where there are no houses, and it's like stepping back in time. And then I realized how vital these rivers are to the whole ecosystem of Tampa Bay, not only for the fish and the birds and the crabs and all the wildlife that survives because of that, but because of the industry, the tourism, the recreation with boating and fishing. And so what I wanted to do is incorporate all those elements into this piece and have it be interactive. So I'm going to lift the lid here that says open, and you can hear the birds as if you were going up the Alafaya River in your canoe or your kayak or your personal watercraft or your boat, and you see the birds, and you see the crab traps, and you see the boats, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll see an alligator slide into the water. And you see people using these waterways, but you also see nature living side by side with the industry, the tourism, the recreation of the humans. And it also has lights. Is that?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. I'll blink them. There we go.
There we go.
They blink.
Blinking.
And so I wanted to incorporate all that into my piece. So I was thinking how rivers kind of tie everything together. They weave all the loose ends. They weave the tourism. They weave the modern parts of Tampa. It's the timeless rivers and the water that is the tying force, the uniting force of all of these sort of bizarre elements that seem unrelated, but then they get related when they're brought on by the water. And so the birds are real important. So I have a pelican, I have a spoonbill, I have a dolphin, I have the crab, because the crab industry in the river is big, and you see the crab traps all over with the little floats. And so water is just all over this piece. So you've got fish, you've got the kitsch of the flamingos, and then these pieces, there's feathers, and the blue yarn, the fibers, they represent the water moving through everything as things change, but also as things sort of stay the same. And so I was really inspired by this. And then I wanted also to have that reflective quality of the water, which comes to play with the beads and the crystals and the cycles of the tides and the seasons, always depending on the water. So hence this is what this piece is about. And the natural twigs and the moss and the feathers and all of this stuff actually came from the banks of the Alafaya. My house is on the Alafaya. We're about half mile from it. And so the Alafaya is in my backyard, essentially. And so this represents the importance of that living, breathing legacy that we all share with Shared Waters of Tampa.